All right, Shalom. I'm going to start by saying, call law, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM Rakakadash, and double honor to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love always to all the Akim, continue to preach the truth, and know truth and sincerity. All right, real quick, I'll be honest, man, doing right now, these days of this year, 2023, a lot of things shaking off to where we clearly can see that we're at the, excuse me. Sorry about that. So a lot of things are happening right now in this world to solidify that we're at the end, and that this book right here, the Holy Bible, the Scriptures, are the truth. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, if you can't see that at this point right now, that's a bad sign. And if you do see it, and if you do understand it, hold on to this. Keep it close. Keep it tight. Keep this knowledge tight, and ultimately, that's you being tight with Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, because at the end of the day, you get forth with the work you put in. The Lord wants you to put in work. You should want to put in work, because we're talking about everlasting salvation. We're talking about immortality. We're talking about things that no matter how much you do, it's never going to equal to what we're about to get. That's why our brothers always say push, 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 because you can never do enough. Now, it's nothing in particular, but let's talk about some things that are particular. You had this thing that just happened over there in Maine. Bam. Now, today, brother just put today, just now. There was another incident right here in the state that we live in, New Jersey. And close to a military base, or around where a military base is. All these things are happening, and then you still got what's going on with in Hamas and over there in that land in the Middle East. The third woe coming quickly. All these things are leading up to what? Yahawah's return. That's what everything is leading up. That's everything is leading up to is Yahawah's return. There's nothing else there's nothing else. And that's what people don't understand. Like, you can't get around this. And now the Lord is having to where you can't just ignore this. And motherfucker about to get into ask. You can't just ignore this. You can't just say, I don't want to talk about this, that, and the third, because if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But what about when you walk outside your door? What about when you turn on your TV or your phone? Remember, the Lord said he should put his spirit upon all flesh. Everybody will have to get this work. Everybody will have to see it. And if you're not part of the elect of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, then you're going to get destroyed. That goes for anyone, whether you be an Israel or not. Israelite, well, you can only be an Israelite to be part of the elect, but you know what I'm saying? But what the reason why I put this video, the name of the everyone wasn't given the name of the Lord. Not even every Israelite. Not on this side. You got to think about the Lord is only dealing with a remnant of Israel right now. He dealt with the whole nation before the first Egypt. He's not doing that this time, he said. He said he's dealing with a remnant. Okay, he's dealing with the prophets and the ones that help the prophets and the ones, that make up the whole 1/3. That's it. But aside from the 144,000 men, 12,000 men of each tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes, 12 sons of Jacob. And so like what now everything is getting a little more violent. Cause what did the Lord say? It's gonna be a time like no other. You got this guy over in Maine, he just took out like 18 people. And injured 13. So in retrospect, he shot or he hurt 30-something people. That's the 31. I heard one on the radio. One incident was a little girl saying how she got grazed and she didn't even know it till she saw her shit bleeding. Little girl. Remember, this is at a bowling alley and at a bar. Usual fun family places, man. And that's how you know the Lord is bad, because He has it to where it's happening at your fun places. Fun places, your bare necessity place. Where it had that shooting in Buffalo was that last year, 2021? Where the kid drove all the way to a grocery store because he said he hated ninjas. You had this guy that just did that thing in Maine. He was a firearms instructor, quote unquote. Supposedly had mental issues, all this stuff. But this man was able to purchase and have a gun and teach about guns. Talk about he said he heard voices in his head. These are the things we're dealing with. And what is that? What is the Lord doing? He's showing that those spirits of vengeance, man. Putting those evil spirits on people. Remember, spirits need vessels. They need a body. Now, granted, the Lord can have something happen with just the spirit alone. But the Lord the Lord is control of all of this. He said, I'm the father of spirits. The flesh is nothing. All you gotta do is put a spirit on a certain vessel of flesh, and it's gonna do whatever. Okay? The Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is the ultimate body snatcher. Now, what I want to get into in the book of Joel. Oops. Joel, where you at, Joel? Okay, there go Amos. Joel's right here. So this is what we're gonna do. I have the description of the last verse, the 32nd verse highlighted, but I'm gonna read a couple other verses in Joel, the 2nd chapter. It's funny. The caption reads, "The dark day of the Lord." The dark day of the Lord. Right? Okay, now reading on, it says, I'm gonna read for the first verse. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand." For it is nigh at hand. It's been nigh at hand. Now we're actually near the actual day where it's about to happen. We just need a couple more. We just need that MOTB to get rocking. That's all we need. That's all we need. Everything else is set. Everything else is set and running. But the MOTB has not come to the masses yet. That's one thing that the prophets are waiting for, because we know that that's the one thing that has to really happen for this whole thing to take off. Okay, so that means that something has to happen with the money system. I don't know how they're gonna do it. They got all the shit in place, all the digital currency, all this madness, but they haven't really like pushed it forward. The beast system. Okay, so what? Let's read the 2nd verse. It says, "A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations." Now, a lot of this is talk about when Israel gets that power. So this is actually after the destruction of America. But I want to talk about the day of the Lord, because when the kingdom comes, all of Israel is going to have Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI in their inward parts. Okay, but we talk about right now. We're talking about the time where we still need deliverance. We still need protection. Okay? The Lord is not dealing with the whole nation of Israel. And the ones that are seeking the Heavenly Father, we're hoping that the Lord is continuing to deliver us and have mercy on us, and hoping He has mercy on us. Because we don't, remember, at the end of the day, brothers don't know if they're part of the elect. We hope. That's why Paul said, we're prisoners of hope. We hope to be part of the elect. Because, sometimes you can feel, you're part of the elect. Then sometimes you can feel like you're not. That's the fear of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, because you actually feel like you're not part of the elect. You feel so crummy sometimes, but the Lord said what? Don't let your sins weigh you down, and continue to keep fighting and keep pushing His word. That's what you have to continue to remember. No matter all the hardships, no matter all the bullshit, no matter all the drama we got to go through, what? Continue to push Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI's word. Everybody's going through shit. We all got our own vices, man. We all going through shit. Okay? Whether it be financial woes, children, your job, whatever the bullshit kingdom gives you, especially, you know what I mean? Like, and a lot of things here is monetarily issues. But continuing on, we're going to go to the where is it at? Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go jump down to verse. I'm gonna jump down to verse 21, and it reads. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 21. "Fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for the Lord will do great things. Be not afraid, ye beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness do spring. For the tree bear for fruit, the fig tree and the vine do yield their strength." Now, because brother been talking about, what's going on right now. The Lord is going to actually do away with the land for a time. That's why it's going to be like this. It's going to be desolate. It's going to be like, it's going to be done up. But when elect come back, when Yahawashi comes back with the elect, excuse me, because when Yahawashi comes back to the earth after the destruction is done, after everything is destroyed over here and the daughter of Babylon and so on and so forth, the Lord is going to come back and put order back on the earth in righteousness. And that's when some of these things are going to come to pass. Because some of these things have not come to pass yet. Some of these things are about to come to pass. Because sometimes the scripture deal with, like, it talks about the events that could happen before, and then it could talk about an event that happened before or after. Like, it could talk about an event that happened past, you know, in a few, it could talk about it in an upcoming verse. Because the things that talk about in Joel, the 2nd chapter, is not all talking about over here in the destruction. It's actually talking about in the kingdom when Israel gets that power. Okay, so you have to know when to decipher and to decipher the times. Because that's what that's what this is all about. This is all about discernment and how and the true understanding of the scriptures. Understanding, like, all right, this didn't take place yet. This didn't take place yet. This didn't take place yet. Because obviously it didn't take place yet because these fucking Edomites are still in our land. So it has to be purged. It has to be purged. How else is it going to be desolate? Because they didn't defile the land already anyway. So it's already defiled. So now it has to be cleaned with that fire of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. And that's what he's doing right now. But it's not yet so, because they still feel like they still feel like they, like, you know what I'm saying, they got it like that. But as the time goes on, YAHAWASHI is going to make them feel less and less in charge. Do you feel in charge? Okay? Verse 23 says, "Be glad then, O ye children of Zion." So who are those people in Israel right now happy? Which proves what? They're not the children of Zion. They're not the true children of Zion. They're not the daughter of Zion. They're not the house of Israel. That's the house of Edom. Ezekiel the 36th chapter, where it talks about what? The land given into what? Idumea defile my land, and he shall clean it with the fire of his jealousy. That's what's about to take place. Okay? For he hath given you the former rain moderately, and he will cause to come down for you the rain, the former rain and the latter rain in the first month. And the floor shall be full of wheat, and the vat shall overflow with wine and oil. Verse 25, and I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar and the palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you. That's when the Lord is going to replenish our land, man. Because what? It's going to get done up, man. It's getting done right now, even though they're doing most of the bombing, the attacking right now. But at the end of the day, those devils walking on our land right now, on that soil, is defiled enough to where it has to be purged with the fire of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. That's we can't just go back there. We can't root them out and just have everything how they had it, man. Their whole filth is on everything, man. That's why the Lord said what they defiled that land. That land is completely defiled to where it has to be purged with fire. Okay? But it's going to be inhabited again because what? It is the Holy Land. This is not. The daughter of Babylon is not. Okay? Joel chapter 2, verse 26, and it reads, and ye shall eat in plenty and be satisfied and praise the name of the Lord your God, and praise the name of the Lord your God. I actually was talking to this female a couple months back. She talked about the Lord didn't give us his name yet. Like, he didn't give us the name, so how you gonna get delivered? Who you gonna pray to? The Lord said to pray without ceasing. How you gonna not pray to his name? How you gonna pray to him and not know his name? That's like asking a question of someone you don't know their name. The Lord said his name. First off, he gave his name, and his name is very important. Now, if he didn't give you the name at this moment, then hey, sucks for you. But if he did give you the name, hold on to it. Hold on to the name, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, and keep it close, man. Keep it tight, man. It's the only thing we have. You can't get salvation. I don't care how good you can fight, how many guns you got, how many, that doesn't matter. None of that can withstand the fire of the jealousy of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. That's the point. Name of the Lord your God, and have dealt wondrously with you, and my people should never be ashamed. Now, what about those people in the land right now? This don't seem to fit them. They're at war right now. The Lord said when the true Israelites were in the land of Israel, that the nation shall learn war no more. We're going to keep saying that too, man. Because now it's nothing but war. Remember, the third war coming quickly. So they got a little bit of time to be up in that land still, and right now it's not comfortable for them. So at the end of the day, they've already been given their eviction papers. The Lord just all the stuff is just playing out, and then they're gonna get kicked the fuck out. All right. People should know. It says verse 27. It reads, "And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel." Now Israel is the people before a place, not the land. Well, even though he's in the midst of the land too, but he's doing that because that's the evildoers are there right now. The wicked are in the land of Israel right now. But he's talking about the people. Okay. And that I am the Lord your God and none else. And my people should never be ashamed. So you're not supposed to be ashamed of YAHAWAH. He's the creator. He created all of this. They created all of this. Yahweh created YAHAWASHI, and YAHAWASHI did all this in the name of, in the power of his Father. Yahweh gave it all that to YAHAWASHI. He gave all the power to YAHAWASHI. That's why those names are important. That's the only way you can receive salvation, and it's going to say it. Verse 28 of Joel chapter 2, and it says, "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see vision." That's what's happening all across the globe now. People are seeing things. People are in the spirit against this place, man. Because what? This place that it's in. So the Lord is putting everything against it. Everything is against Esau right now. Remember, the Lord said what? Esau, the end of the world. Jacob, the beginning of it that followeth. The next world. The everlasting world. The everlasting kingdom. The kingdom of immortals, the Israelites, the sons and daughters of Jacob, the true daughter of Zion, the true house of Israel, the true 12 tribes. Where the 12 tribes at, man? If you claim to be the Jays, where the 12 tribes at? Where's the other tribes besides Judah? They don't tell you that. Where the other tribes at, man? All right, but verse 29, and it reads, "And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids, in those days will I pour out my spirit," man. What is the Lord's spirit? Yo, the Lord's spirit is endless. So if the Lord said he's doing that, and we're seeing it now, and we're seeing the third woe come, we're seeing the MOTB being ushered in, it's out there, but it hasn't been fully brought out. You got all the wars, rumors of wars, the commotions, the uproars, the grinding ceasing. You got a lot of prophecy that's already just going down. You know what I'm saying? And in verse 30 of Joel chapter 2, "And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke." And you seen the chariots, you seen all types of wonders in the sky. We just had the joint, the eclipse joint. You had I think that was the joint where it like looked like it was a cross. You have a lot of strange signs in the heavens, and you got the chariots up there. And the Lord is about to bring all that, to bring this house down. He's about to bring Esau's kingdom down. He's about to bring it down. And remember, the Lord said they can't come back. They're not going to come back up after this. No heathen is. This is how it's supposed to be from jump. We fucked it up. So how we had to live like this for a time. But after this, the Lord said, well, it's going to be back as in the days of Eden. It's going to rewind right back to the beginning and just stay there and never end in all righteousness. Thus saith Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. That's what's up. That's why those names are important, man. That's the name. That's for the kingdom to come, man. Don't you want to be delivered? Don't you see what's happening right? It's hell out here. If you don't have no kind of protection from Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, then you will get ate up out here, man. Figuratively speaking. Oh, the last two verses, verses 31 and 32 of Joel chapter 2. Beautiful. Verse 31, it reads, "The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of the Lord come." Now, that's been happening a few times. You know, the blood moons and what is it? The blood moon. It said the moon into the blood, turn into darkness, and the moon, it's darkness, been cloudy, been raining every freaking weekend for the last 8 weekends. There's a lot of signs that they're showing to the return, that the return of Yahawashi is close, and we're right here. The Lord been saying that the day is nigh. He was saying that back then, and the prophets back then. The day is nigh. The day is at hand. Joel, Zephaniah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, all the prophets spoke on the end times. All those prophets spoke on the end times. Fucking little bad. All right. I'm already at the last verse anyway. I got to charge my phone. So, I'm going to read verse 31 again. Joel chapter 2, verse 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of the Lord come. So all those signs, moon eclipses, blood moons, stuff with the eclipse, sun, all that stuff. All that's in there. Okay? Now, verse 32. Now, here's the point. Now, verse 32. Joel chapter 2, verse 32. And here goes to the people that say, oh, the Lord didn't give us a name, or we don't know the name. Well, you better find out. Especially if you of the nation of Israel, because that's your only hope of salvation. That's your only hope for deliverance, and it's going to say it. Joel chapter 2, verse 32. And it reads, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. That's the name of the Lord, not Jesus and not God. Okay? You see what calling on Jesus gets you? Not very far. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. Shall be delivered. That's very key. Shall be delivered. Delivered from what? But the Lord, they didn't say that in the church. They didn't say the day of the Lord was terrible and great and gloomy and distressed. Why the churches don't tell people that? Why do they not? And most importantly, I asked a woman, right, who claims she be of a Jewish descent. She said she's cool with a couple rabbis. So I was like, yo, you know what? When you get a chance, you should ask the rabbis about what's going on right now, what this means. You know what she said? I actually asked her. I asked her to ask the rabbi. So I'm supposed to see her tomorrow because I pick up on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I'm supposed to see her tomorrow, right? So what she did say, the rabbi be saying, she was like, basically that they'll all be saying like, why can't we all just get along, yada yada yada, this, that, and the third. Whoa, oh, now everybody wants to get along now. Now everybody wants to say, oh, who done it? I didn't do it. Well, the Lord already been had everybody's number. And if you're an Edomite, you're gonna get destroyed completely. And if you were an Israelite that took part in this kingdom and loved it so here, the Lord got something for you too. And you heathens, man, you're just gonna be put in subjection, just under how you under Esau, you're gonna be under Jacob, but then you're gonna be happy. But that's what I wanted to bring out. So Joel chapter 2, verse 32, I'm gonna read it again, because the names Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI are very important, man. Those are the names of the strength, the power, the only power of the one true living God. Look what these other nations and following their gods get them, man. They get they get natural disasters and all that. Esau be getting at, and they get a bunch of shit, man. But to the true followers of the true living God, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, those are the ones that the Lord said, what? They're going to try to touch you, but I'm going to intervene. And the Lord did say they're going to get some of us. But at the end of the day, the Lord said, what? Some of you shall not taste death. So you should be striving for that. And how you strive for that? By pushing the word, by calling on his name, trusting in him. All else fails, you calling who? Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Okay, so I'm going to read that again. I'm going to end it off with this because my phone about to die. Joel chapter 2, verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and Jerusalem shall be deliverance. As the Lord hath said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. And in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. What's the remnant? Remainder. Not all. Some. Let's see. Matter of fact, let's see something. Oh. I'm going to look at the definition of remnant. Oops. What's the definition of remnant? Okay. So the definition of remnant is a small remaining quantity of something. A small remaining quantity. So I mean what? The remnant is a small number of Israel. A small number. That's what a remnant is. Look. Remnant. Small remaining quantity of something. That's what the remnant is. And that's what we hope to be a part. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. That's why other brothers doing what they're doing, whether it be videos or brothers out there on the highways and byways right now. No matter what, or no matter whatever they're going through. All right, as long as they're trusting and keeping YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI in mind, should be fine. Because the Lord said, they that call on my name. So you have to keep, Lord willing, the Lord keep the Spirit on you. Because if you know the name already, you're already in a good direction. Okay, so with that, Lord willing, Lord willing is edifying, and give all praises to Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kadash, double honors to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all true sincerity. Shalom to the viewers. Shalom, shalom. Be strong. We almost out of here. The daughter of Babylon is done. Esau is done. Shalom.